Thank you, Dr. Kaufman. We would like to now welcome the President and also present him with a token of our appreciation. And we have with us Dr. Norman Borlaug's daughter, Ms. Jeanie Borlaug Lobby, the chairperson of BGRI. And I request her and Mr. Vijay Raghavan of BGRI to please present Mr. Mukherjee with the token. May I now invite Ms. Jeanie Borlaug Lobby, the chairperson of BGRI, to address the gathering.
Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the Borlaug Global Rust Initiative 2013 Technical Workshop. I am Norman Borlaug's daughter. I would like to thank the Honorable President of India for hosting us here tonight. And I would like to especially welcome the farmers and the scientists here who have worked with my father. Thank you all for your participation in the Borlaug Global Rust Initiative. My first visit to India was in 1996 when I spent 2 wonderful weeks traveling throughout India with my father. I saw firsthand the love and admiration that he felt for all of his Indian friends. I was honored to have tea at Minister Subramanian's home. He was the man that my father felt was the architect that helped get the Borlaug wheat variety into India. I also had the pleasure of visiting Dr. Swaminathan's home, and our family has continued a long friendship with him. We are ever grateful that Dr. Swaminathan gave one of the eulogies at my father's memorial service. Today, we are here to commemorate the 50th anniversary of my father's first visit to India in 1963. The visit set in motion a chain of events that resulted in the transformation of the productivity of wheat in both India and Pakistan, and sparked what has become known as the Green Revolution. Although my father began his life's work in Mexico, his grandest theater of operation was India. He believed in thinking outside the box. The wheat seeds he brought to India were described as impossible ideal, producing 4,000 to 5,000 kilograms of grain per hectare instead of the earlier 1,000 kilograms per hectare norm. That's 4 to 5 tons per hectare instead of the earlier 1 ton per hectare. The agricultural minister, Subramanian, made the overnight historical decision to approve the proposal by Dr. Swaminathan to allow for immediate farmer trials of the wheat varieties, whose productivity had been demonstrated. The results catalyzed a revolution. From the moment the seeds of the new high-yield, semi-dwarf wheat variety began to be adopted, wheat yields began to increase. With the help of all those farmers planting the seeds that my father brought to the subcontinent, India's national wheat production went from less than 12 million tons per year in 1963 to almost 96 million tons in 2012. The continuing progress is a credit to the farmers, scientists, and governments of India and all of South Asia. My father was recognized for his profound impact on humanity through his fight against hunger and poverty. His tools were modern tools of agricultural science. To advance his legacy and vision to alleviate hunger in the most sustainable and nutritious way, today, my father would urge us to harness all the tools of biotechnology that we have before us. Biotechnology is a powerful tool that we must use for our food security. My father's mode of operation were collaboration and mentorship. He was tenacious in his focus, bold in his ambition, and tireless in his pursuit. He worked and fought for his ideal vision of a world without hunger and poverty until his death 4 years ago at the age of 95. How wonderful it is that all you scientists come together collaborate, work to ensure that my father's dream can become a reality. You work together for the betterment of humanity, even though you come from many different cultures and many different religious backgrounds. If my father were here, he would implore policymakers to adapt the same collaborative approach. He worked with many politicians to help the cause that he believed in so passionately. He brought together prime ministers from India and Pakistan in order to accomplish the Green Revolution and the betterment of their people. I would encourage policymakers throughout the world to follow his example. When my father learned that he had cancer, he realized that he would never return to India or Africa. He was concerned about the plight of the world's small farmers and hoped that they would be given the opportunity to improve their lives and the lives of their families. If my father were here today, he would praise your dedication to science and technology that will feed the world. He would be happy to see that his work is being continued by dozens of organizations and countless scientists and farmers around the world. Each of you works to increase food production, improve nutritional values, and conserve the natural resources that are so vital to the agricultural systems. As it was in the Green Revolution, agricultural science and technology and strong partnerships among the public and private sector are still central to solving the world food problems. My father knew that there is no more essential commodity than food. In his words, without food, people perish, social and political organizations disintegrate, and civilizations collapse. My father would urge all of us to hurry, for we cannot be complacent while people are starving. There are 7 billion people to feed now, and by 2050, there will be 9 billion people. He would tell us to continue to mentor and train generations of scientists, both women and men, because they are the key to solving the hunger and poverty. My father's lifelong motto was reach for the stars and get a little of the stardust on your hands and pursue your dreams against all odds. He demonstrated that so well in all that he did. I hope you all continue to renew Norman Borlaug's promise that all will be fed. You are the hunger fighters of tomorrow, and for that I thank you. Keep up the good work.